Hello gorgeous souls, I hope this finds you well and happy on this Tuesday morning. Thank you for joining me for your angel crystal message. I hope you're well. I hope your week has got off to a good start. So on this, it's a bit dull here today in Petersfield, but it's still nice looking out onto trees. The buds on my magnolia tree are coming out, so it won't be long before the magnolia is in full bloom. The crocuses are coming up, the spring buds are coming up. It's just lovely. It's nice to think of spring's only a few weeks away. So from this beautiful deck of the Whispers of Love Oracle, let's see what your angel message is for you for today. So thank you, angels, for bringing forward a message for everyone for today. There we go. Oh, lovely. Forgiveness. Oh my goodness, it's the same message as we had at the weekend from the angel book, isn't it? Sorry. Let me just read the little message that says on. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. It's so true, isn't it? Look at that lovely image. Obviously, this is an important message the angels want us to really take on board. Morning, darling one. So lovely to have your company. That when we're able to forgive, it releases us of the hurt and the pain. It may still exist in some form, but it definitely not is as strong or as hurtful or as damaging as it was before we were able to forgive. And as I said on the message on Sunday, I think forgiveness isn't something you suddenly do. I think it's something a little bit like a stretchy dog lead. You let a bit out, you let a bit out, you let a bit out, and gradually you realise that it's unfolding. Something that also came to mind to me about forgiveness after reading the message from the angel book on Sunday was about also, it's one thing to forgive others when they've hurt you, but it's also about forgiving when they've done something hurtful to somebody else, maybe somebody that you love, somebody that you desperately care about. A while ago, somebody did something really upsetting to my middle son. Really upset him, really upset me, really upset his dad. And we just sat with it for a while, and I realised holding on to that hurt wasn't helpful. And some months had gone by, and I was driving along the road, and I happened to see that person. My goodness me, the anger that suddenly, because I thought I had dealt with it. I thought I'd sat with it. I thought I had let it go. And I realised that, you know, forgiveness is a good thing. Yeah, I will forgive this person because their behaviour was coming from a place of insecurity. I could forgive that person for the things they had done to me. I'd done that. Not a problem. But hurting my son, exceedingly upsetting. So I saw them as I was driving along. The anger that came up inside me and stuck in my throat. I was quite overwhelmed by it, actually. And I thought, oh, so actually I need to really look at this because I thought I had forgiven this person. I thought I had done that work. But in seeing them and that energy coming up, I realised I hadn't. So I had to look much deeper. I had to look at my stuff as well. My insecurities. It's hard work. It really is hard work. Forgiveness is not necessarily an easy thing. But when you can forgive, and I'll be honest, it probably took me a couple of years to be able to truly say I could forgive that person for what they did to my son. But I did it, stage a little bit at a time, until eventually I could see this person and not feel that anger or that hurt or that upset. I could feel that forgiveness, and I could feel that level of empathy for them, not condoning the behaviour towards my son, but that I could truly be understanding and appreciating of that person's insecurities. Doesn't make what they did to my son right, but it helps me to understand where that person was coming from. So from the ability to be able to forgive, it comes back to opening my heart to forgive that person. Doesn't let them off. And when they eventually cross to the light, whenever that is, they will have to face that, as we all do. But when we hold on to hurt and anger, frustration, annoyance because of the behaviour of somebody else towards ourselves or somebody that we really love, it doesn't serve any healthy purpose. It actually holds us in that lower energy. But what the angels reminded me in that incident was that actually we're not doing this on our own, that they are there to support us and help us, to help us understand, to help opening our hearts to forgiveness and empathy. Because as we feel that, it makes us better. It helps us. It helps to heal us. And in healing ourselves, we can then help to heal those that we love who've been hurt. If we're constantly in that state of anger, only more hurt is created. So forgiveness is a powerful thing. It's a powerful healing thing for ourselves and those we love. So my darling ones, what crystal are you putting in your pocket today? Maybe you've got a selection of crystals. I've put this crystal on because I've got a cold. Amethyst. I particularly love this piece. I've got a few pieces from Philip Hermit when I was with him in the autumn. And it's just, I'm sorry, you can't see the light that's coming through it because I've got the windows in front of me. The light coming through is exquisite. And so I've used some foul leather strapping just to make a pendant of it. So amethyst, if you've got a cold or a bug, sorry, amethyst is one of the lovely crystals. Labradorite also works really, really well. I want to wear it on my chest because I've got this chesty cough, slightly congested. So what I do is soothing it, it's calming it. It's calming everything down. So my sore throat, the cough actually isn't as bad as it was. The headache isn't as bad as it was because amethyst is fantastic for headaches. Also, yesterday I had an upset tummy, so that's the amethyst has soothed all that. So if you've got a cold or a bug, a virus, pop your amethyst on because it definitely will help. But of course, the other thing with amethyst, it immediately wants to elevate us. It immediately wants to lift our mood, lift our mind, lift our emotions, and lift the vibration within our body, opening up our spiritual connections so that while we travel through the cold or the bug or whatever, that we're feeling that we've got the capacity to do so with good humour. So if you're not wearing your amethyst today, even if you haven't got a bug, I hope you haven't got a bug, and I hope you're well. But amethyst is one of those crystals that wearing it just lifts us. And if we're having to go to work and maybe work's a bit, and the weather is so dull out there today, amethyst just lifts us, puts us in a better place. Thank you as always for your connections. Thank you for your comments, your likes and your hearts, and for my YouTube channel. Lovely, lovely people subscribing and liking. Thank you, and thank you for your comments. It's always lovely to read them, and I hope to get back to them later today. I've got clients today, but luckily all online, so I'm not going to be breathing on them. But whatever you're doing today, my darling ones, remember to be kind to yourself nurture yourself, cherish each other, and I wish you love, light and angel blessings, and have a wonderful day.